Welcome in, everybody. We're going to get started here with some more Eastern European action in the DPC Division 2. It is going to be Team Sexy coming up first. They did beat Moneymakers a couple of days ago, coming up against Matreshka here in Division 2 for the first series. And then after that, the second series will be Cybercats versus Sibe. I do believe, I don't even need to believe because I've done all the games so far. Team Cybercats haven't played a series just yet. The only one not to do so. So we'll see how that's going to land them. Navi Elder have played two. Storm, Team Sax, they've already won one as well each. And on the other side of the table, it's going to be Matreshka, Moneymakers, Navi Jr. and Sibe. All 0-1 in terms of Series 1 lost. So we'll see here today whether Matreshka are going to be able to get themselves on the board with a win, or Team Sexy, are they going to get themselves up there with the top of the table with Navi Elder? There's only one way to find out, and that's to play the games. So we will be getting into that one shortly. Looking through the rest of the table again, we've got Navi Jr. that only played up against Navi Senior and did look really good. I mean, they did go down 0-2, but if we look at the actual games, in fact, no, they didn't. They forced into a third game, and they even nearly won that final game. 45 minutes, Navi Senior were able to pull it out of the bag, but yeah, Navi Jr. games 2 and 3 did look incredibly impressive. So we'll see if they're going to be able to improve on that going forward in the next few days. They've got on the 12th, 13th, and the 15th, they've got 3 games. So they are going to be on all 3 game days coming up on the next few days here after today. And I will be joined by Hurry Freak on the 12th and the 13th. And then he'll be taking over from then for about a week's time. And then I'll be back on that. I think it's the 20th I'm back. So, you don't just have to stare at this pretty face for the next couple of weeks. There will be some variation there with Hurry taking over on the 12th. But yeah, for now, looking at the matchups, I'm looking at Matreshka's lineup. Retsu, Nadi Narwhal, Melis, Laguna, Dark. I'm interested to see how they are going to play because, again, they have been names that have been around for a while. But Team Sexy, 7 Jesu, Mirage, Nefrit, 9 Class, H2O, renamed themselves into Till the End. Just not updated, I guess, on the roster slots on Liquipedia. But yeah, those 5, they've been together. They looked really good in the last tour as well. Wouldn't be surprised if they're making that the top push to promotion into Division 1, looking towards getting themselves up there, taking the place of either a Lakem Nihao or Namiga that are going to be coming down for the next season. Won't be seeing them before TI in Division 2. And everybody does get the chance, I do believe, as long as, I'm pretty sure the regional qualifiers are still going. So everybody, as long as you don't get relegated out of Division 2, will have a chance at making a jump there to TI as one of those regional slots. I'm looking at it, and, I'm thinking that with the rankings, as long as BetBoom place in a DPC point scoring place at the major, BetBoom, Team Spirit, as well as 9 Pandas should all be going to TI through points. BetBoom, they need to get themselves 300 points on the board at the next major, which, if you take a look at the major, you need to place in the top 7. No, the top 8. So you need to place in the top 8, you get yourself 300 points, and I think that would be enough there for BetBoom to be able to get themselves to TI. They're in the 12th slot now, so if everything did stay the same on the rankings, which I don't expect it to do, because I'm pretty sure there's teams below them, Execration, Team Asta, and Nouns, all going to the major, but BetBoom, as long as they can hold this 12th position, they will be going to TI, which means it opens up a slot then for a 4th Eastern European team. As long as there is regional qualifiers, I'm pretty sure there is, but, unless, everything I said then was just a little bit wrong. But yeah, we should be able to get ourselves into the draft shortly, and I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to seeing how Matreshka are going to play up against Team Sexy. Team Sexy, again, they've looked like the stronger team. They've looked like they, again, want to be making that push through the last couple of tours, and Matreshka coming in now. Who were they before? No, they took the place of Not One Step Back Gaming, right? So Matreshka, yeah, coming through with Retsu, Nanino, Melis, Laguna, and Dark took the place of Not One Step Back, because Not One Step Back, well, there's a whole thing about it. You'll be able to look it up on the Paragon, Twitter, and Telegram if you want the information on why Not One Step Back are playing. But Matreshka did take their place. So 3rd place in the open and closed qualifiers, coming through here into Division 2. We'll see if they're going to be able to, inspire that confidence within themselves to get themselves in a good position to at least put up a fight here in Division 2, not be relegated, not get themselves kicked right back down out of the Division 2 bracket. And I think that, they should be able to make a play for it. I think Division 2 here in Eastern Europe is fairly close with those teams. I'm looking at Navi Senior, Storm, Team Sexy. to be the three that are going to be making the push towards the top of the table and looking, you know, 2 out of the 3 of those looking to get promoted back to Division 1 if you're Na'Vi, or, you know, Storm Team Sexy making their first jump into Division 1. But Na'Vi Junior, Cybercats, Moneymakers, Sibe, as well as Matreshka, I think, you know, looking at the players that they've got, all quality players for Division 2, so I'm interested to see how they're going to be able to play around this and who's actually going to be making that mid-table push and who might be going down and getting themselves relegated, because, you know, it feels bad for anybody to be relegated. And like I said, I think this is one of the closest Division 2 like tables that I've seen, you know, the rosters coming out from all these teams that I've seen in a long while. Like last tour, it was Alekum Nihao as well as Namiga. You know, I always thought they'd be at the top of the table, and, you know, they proved me right. Namiga went 7-0 in terms of Series 1, and Alekum Nihao only dropped to Namiga. They did swap out Hayes in the between Division 2 and Division 1, which I thought was a bit, you know, a bit of a mistake, but they wanted to do that, so they come right back down to Division 2, and we'll see just where they're going to be able to go with that from, you know, because it's obviously going to be after TI. They're going to be able to play for these TI qualifiers as we do get ourselves into the draft.
5 seconds
but yeah, no, I think it's going to be Virtus Pro. I would assume it'd be Virtus Pro that makes the push to TI. If there is regional qualifiers again, maybe everything I'm saying is just wrong. But we're going to be able to get ourselves into the draft. So Medusa is going to be this final ban here. As the Monkey King goes, the Beastmaster, the Bite Rider, and the Medusa. So it leaves the Doom in the pool. Storm, Pugna, what else? Techies is still there. Techies probably one of the most popular heroes at the minute, with the amount of control, the amount of damage that he can put out. Just with the recent changes, obviously making that universal hero as well. Techies really benefiting from the current patch change. So, yeah, no surprises. Matreshka goes straight into it. But Team Sexy, is it going to be that Pugna Storm combo? That 1-2 punch that we see so often when you do get the second pick. And yeah, no, if you'd have told me, what, 5 years ago? Before Techies got changed, at least, that Techies was going to be a first pick material hero, and every team wanted to run the Techies, and, you know, it was first ban, first pick, I'd have quit the game. I generally probably would have quit the game, you know, like, before the changes, and you're telling me this, because, like, that hero before the changes, don't listen to the propaganda. That hero was not fun for 9 players in the game when the Techies was picked up. It was a troll pick, and everyone knows it. I think it's in a way better position here with the you know, the changes coming into it, and lo and behold, all the pros feel the same. So it is going to be the Pugna. Storm to follow.
Dire team pick.
Actually, the Underlord. Okay. That's something new. At least here and now, you know, to pair in the first pick. But it looks like they want a good solid hero, you know, good tank on him. Being able to relocate, get yourself into the fights just immediately once you've got the Fiend's Gate coming out on your level 6 as well. You have some major impact around the maps. How much to Matreshka, though? They go after the Doom. Okay. I wonder if they ban out the Bloodseeker. I completely forgot about the Bloodseeker, but they do ban out the Bloodseeker. But yeah, I wonder if Matreshka ban out the Storm Spirit here. We've got the Void, the Ember still in the draft if they want to go for that as well. Both teams. You can run the Pugna 5, you can run the Techies 5 as well, but I'd like to see these as the offlaners for both sides. You know, the Pit of Malice might come out a little bit early here, though you would still want the points in the Atrophiora as well as that Rain of Fire. Excuse me, the Firestorm to come out for the Underlord. But okay, the banner out the Slark. I wonder if they didn't pick up the Storm. Because, I mean, they have the first pick in the next phase. I wonder if they didn't pick up the Storm because they're waiting to see if they can ban out the Slark, the Anti-Mage, and the Silencer. Who, again, Silencer, is starting to get really popular. With the picks up of the Ember Spirit, the Void Spirit, as well as the Storm Spirit being, like, the 3 mid laners at the minute. That's Silencer pick out with the Global Silence coming through. You know, the Ember Spirit jumps himself in. The Storm Spirit jumps himself in. Into the middle of the fight, trying to get in. Oh, zip zap! I'll get a vortex off. You know, I'll drop some remnants and get out. And then you zip zap yourself in. The global comes out, and all of a sudden you're like, well, crap. They ban out the Muerta though. There's gonna be the Juggernaut ban as well coming out from Matreshka. And the Jug really popular at the minute. You know, the change to the level 20 talent where he gets the 50% lifesteal on any blade dance crits. which is a 190% crit that
10
can, at level 4, it's a
seconds
35% proc chance, but we're seeing actually players pick up 1 point in
5
it,
seconds remaining.
and then just build into the stats on the Juggernaut. I mean, 25%, what is it? I think it is 25% at level 1 and then 35% at level 4, but there's not a massive difference between level 1 and level 4 on the chance proc. So yeah, I am seeing, like, level 17 Juggernauts picking up stats before they get a second point in the Blade Dance. So see what else Matreshka want to be taking away here. What don't they want to be playing up against on the side of Team Sexy?
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, they ban out the Alk. Okay. So taking out a couple of, well, taking out 3 carries there, Matreshka. And Team Sexy, I think it's still want to maybe take out this Silencer anyway, just to make sure the Global doesn't come out when the Pugner's trying to get the life drain, you know, heal up your teammates, get them into a good position. So,
Team pick.
they ban out the Queen of Pain.
Dire team pick.
Going for the Pangolier? Okay, fair enough. So Matreshka, they actually do them a favor by banning out the Bloodseeker here, and Team Sexy able to go back, pick up the Pangolier. And what do Matreshka want to respond with this?
10 seconds remaining.
Because the Void Spirit is still there. The Void Spirit's
5
actually
seconds
quite nice
remaining.
catch in the lane up against the Pangolier. Before that Rolling Thunder comes out, you know, if he tries to get the Swashbuckle in, you can always drop that Remnant, try and get him, catch him on the way out. Go for the Rubik here, Matreshka. Rubik seemed to have dropped off just a little bit, but potentially the position 4 here, so it might be the Techies 5 and then the Doom Rubik off lane. The Nether Ward, Firestorm, Pit of Malice, you know, even the Nether Blast,
10
all good
seconds
steals here for the
remaining.
Rubik.
5 seconds
So we'll
remaining.
see
Radiant team
just what it is they want to pair with it. Is going to be the Void Spirit to come out in the mid lane. So Matreshka, well, I say mid lane, you know, we've seen a couple of carry Voids coming out here. Whether you think they're going to have the impact, but I mean, I think if you're doing that, you still need to go for something like a TA in the mid lane. Just something that can play as that
10
or
seconds
almost,
remaining.
you know, true position 1, where you've got a false position 1 on the Void Spirit that can, you know, get
5
some
seconds
levels,
remaining.
look towards getting himself the Manta Style into the Desolator, do some damage. Good amount of damage comes through with the Astral Step as well, stepping through the teams, and then you let the TA take over with the right-click damage to come through. But, I mean, could just be the mid-Void. Who knows? It's Team Sexy. How do they want to play this one? Do they actually want to go back? I'd still look towards getting the Silencer pick here as your second support on Team Sexy. I think you have a lot of control, especially when the Pangolier goes for the Basher. You have a lot of control coming through the slow from the Grapify. You've got the Pit of Mars coming out, Rolling Thunder stuns here as well. And if you can get that Global Silence off when either the Doom jumps in before he ults, or when the Void Spirits just jumps in, you know, Astral Steps tries to get the fight out. I think the Silencer might be a really good pick here for Team Sexy. Or do they go back? Because they know what the offlane is going to be, either the Techies or the Rubik, as well as the Doom in that offlane. So I wonder if they pick up the carry here. Maybe just save the...
Dire team ban.
I mean, you don't really need to save the support. They're going to go for the Wind Ranger. Okay, okay. So more than likely position 1 Windy. And they do have that final pick to come through as the second support here. So all 3 cores, the Pangolier, the Wind Ranger, as well as the Underlord being picked up here for Team Sexy. Matreshka still have
remaining.
a carry to pick. The 2 supports, the mid laner, as well as their off laner being picked up already. Just trying to think, what would you want to go for? Probably something, I mean, I say something that builds a nullifier. Pretty much every carry at the minute builds a nullifier. The Slark's been banned out, the Muerta has been banned out. Bloodseeker would have actually been a really good one. But I don't think they might not pick the Wind Ranger if the Bloodseeker's still in the draft here. So Matreshka just doing Team Sexy a couple of favors here with the Pangolier as well as the Wind Ranger. Do they want to go for the Faceless Void? Stops the Pango and the Wind Ranger in the tracks. You know, they can't swashbuckle out. They can't wind run out of the Chronosphere. There's not a lot of damage to come from the outside, though. You've got the sticky bombs as well as the Fade Bolt. But not really too much damage to put inside the Chronosphere if that's what they want to go for. Again, they could put this Void Spirit on the safe lane, pick themselves up a TA. They could even put the TA safe lane if they wanted to. Maybe, again, something that builds a nullifier. I mean, the nullifier is nice up until the level 20. Or is it 25?
Radiant team
I need
bad.
to check
Team
this.
bad.
Yeah, it is. It's okay. It's level 25 on the Wind Ranger, where you can't purge off the Wind Ranger anymore. So they ban out the Morphling. Terrorblade's going to go here from Matreshka. So maybe thinking what? This is going to be a support Wind Ranger and not the position 1 Wind Ranger.
10 seconds
As
remaining.
they just, yeah, they know they ban out the Terrorblade. Maybe thinking, I mean,
5
Team
seconds
Sexy do have the
remaining.
final pick, so they can roll swap if they want to on these heroes. But Matreshka with not a lot of reserve time left, so we'll see what it's going to be here for Matreshka. What they want to be picking up here is the final ban and the final pick,
Radiant
as we'll have
team
some time to
ban.
come through once they get themselves into the pick. They actually ban out the Faceless Void themselves, so I don't know. I think Team Sexy might be running this Wind Ranger here as a position 1. And Team Sexy, how do they want to respond? Ban-wise, what is left?
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe like an Ursa. Again,
5 seconds
anything
remaining.
that builds a nullifier as well. Chase down potential with a Weaver. We don't see a lot of carry Weavers at the minute, actually. What else have we been seeing? The Chaos Knights coming out. Not too many Anti-Mages or Phantom Lancers being played at the minute. Troll's kind of a dead hero as well. Naga Siren might not be too bad. Net to come out. Catch on the Wind Ranger. I mean, you do want to nullify a hero because you've got a Pugna and a Wind Ranger in your in the enemy draft here. So you do want to carry that will be building into that nullifier. Hell, maybe even the Void Spirit builds into it as well. Ricky might not be a bad shout. Quick blow potential. You get the Cloud Silence as well. Wind Ranger, not really a BKB builder. You do want the Lincolns at some point, but you're not really a BKB builder. So the Clouds
Dire
coming
team
through from the Ricky, it might be enough if you get the catch out with the Diffusal Blade here. Team Sexy, they ban out the Ursa Burr. Meanwhile, on the side of Sexy, what's left? I still think the Silence is a good pick. You could see the Enchantress coming out as well. Wouldn't mind that. Just looking at the heroes.
10 seconds
Who
remaining.
else have we got? Maybe something like...
5
I mean, the
seconds
Venomancer
remaining.
is still there. Depending on what Matreshka pick up as a carry hero now as well. Venomancer could be a
Radiant team
really good pick to...
Templar
It's going to be the TA.
Assassin.
Yeah, Venomancer. You're sticking it in the off lane. You're going to go for the Abaddon, though. Is this then a Wind Ranger support? We'll see as the... Yeah, it is. It's going to... Okay, it's going to be the 9-class Wind Ranger. Nefrit on the Underlord. We've got Till the End H2O here on the Pugna. Mirage playing this Pangolier. And 7 Jesu on the carry Abaddon. Meanwhile, it is going to be the position 1 TA coming out for Matreshka. They go for the 9 Narwhal here on the Void Spirit. Mid lane, Meles Doom. And just waiting Laguna and Dark to choose between the Rubik and the Techies. And we should be able to get ourselves into this one fairly soon here. Game number 1. And it is the game number 1 of Series 1. You know, we have a second series to come after this. So which way around? Do they want to be picking this one here? Techies, Rubik, just taking the time on the picks.
10 seconds remaining.
And just trying to... Yeah, okay, Laguna and Dark. So Laguna on the Rubik, Dark here on the Techies. I think looking at this one, again, Team Sexy, I think the stronger team. I'm surprised that the Wind Ranger's not the carry coming through here. Though I suppose if a Doom comes out on the Wind Ranger, what do you really do? Whereas 7 Jesu, you know, is that a ban? If he does get doomed, Nefrit can just tank. I've already seen Underlords already. You get the Crimson Guard, you get a Pipe, you get the Greaves coming out, and you just tank the Doom. You are so, like, health-wise, so tanky that even if you don't pop the Greaves, even if you don't pop the Pipe, you know, you can just stand and tank that Doom. Mirage might be another target, though. If you get that Doom on the Pangolier, so he can't get any Rolling Thunders, can't get the Swashbuckler off. You know, if the side of Matreshka are the ones getting the engagements, if they're are the ones initiating in, they might be... Yeah, they are in a good place. They've got the heroes to get these pickoffs. The stuns coming through, the the control out from the Doom, the Infernal Blade, his ultimate. You've got the telekinesis coming out from the Rubik, blast off from the Techies. If the Aghanim Scepter comes out for the Void Spirit, you've got the Resonant Pulse Silencer as well, diving onto the back lines, getting those silences off. So we'll find out how it's going to go, but first, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors, then we'll get into game number 1 right after this.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, as we get into it, game number 1, we are on the way. We'll see here just who's going to be able to pull it off. Matreshka coming out with a 5-man smoke right from the base. And let's see if they do actually get aggressive with it. Whether they're going to try and go for Jesu steps up. Smoke's going to break here. Jesu takes a tower shot. So they're pinging out the wards, but Retsu was in vision as this observer ward does go down here. I think maybe he was just on the edge of that observer as he steps up. So they know there's some vision down, but they're not pinging it in the right place. And the double observers go down here in the mid lane. And we'll see if Matreshka's maybe going to look for a deny on one. Or if they're just going to be happy with this double mid lane vision.
30 seconds to battle.
So they're going to see the group up. Wind Ranger, 9 class, going to rotate around on the map here as well, looking for it. He takes this Watcher. Hiding himself in the trees. I wonder if he steps up here, because Dark's going to move himself forwards. But 15 seconds to go. I wonder if Dark just continues to come in, and 9 class here. Yeah, he's checking just to see if anybody's up here. But this Wind Ranger might just be able to go for the snatch on the rune here. Are we going to see a 3-1 on the runes? He's throwing the sticky bomb out. Nefrit doesn't want to get close. The Wind Ranger is going to be right up there. And, well, it's still going to be the 2 for 2 as Jesu taking a lot of harass. The Aphotic Shield will pop. Melis trying to go for the chase down. His Scorched Earth coming through. Jesu taking a lot of damage. But will be able to get himself into the lane. Undead. Is Abaddon dead? Is he a ghost? What is Abaddon? A phantom? I know he's a lord. Well, he's a lord of hell, if you look at other real world lore. Yeah, in the mid lane, Mirage coming up against Natty Narwhal. I think this might come down in favour of the Void a little bit. Though Mirage from a distance with the swashbuckles can come out. You can get the harass onto the Void Spirit, you know, start to stack up the damage with the swashbuckles without having to commit in close to get the right clicks. If he gets in too much trouble here as well. Nefrit on the top lane, though, looking up to Dark. What's he started off with here, the Underlord? It's going to be the Firestorm and not that Atrophy aura. On Nefrit, Wind Ranger, going to lose his courier. Actually loses a salve as well. That's not the biggest of deals so early on, since the courier's not going to be dead for that long either. Means that you might be able to get the Bracer out when the courier comes back alive. You're not taking too much damage anyway from the techies. Yeah, Mirage, like I say, he's going to suffer a little bit here. Trying to use the Shield Crash as well as the Swashbuckle. I'm surprised that he's not opted for a point in the over the Shield Crash into the Lucky Shot. Maybe to Swashbuckle, you know, get the mischance here, or excuse me, the Disarm onto Natty Narwhal, make it a little bit harder for him to get the last hits. But Mirage is taking damage every time he comes in close to last hit here to the Resonant Pulse. Remnant comes down, actually doesn't land onto Mirage, and Mirage, would that have been a kill? Maybe potentially there. I mean, the Resonant Pulse was still on cooldown, so it would have been a little bit more harass, but potentially not a kill. So, Mirage, getting the mid lane, taking damage till the end. Dropping this Nether Ward. Swashbuckle comes out. Mirage is pretty much out of mana, though. The Water Runes, they are up, so we'll see whether they make the rotations out. No supports rotating in to help out here on the Water Runes. And it looks like, I mean, Pangolia's got his bottle as well as Natty Narwhal doesn't. Just coming in now on the courier. So, Mirage, it's about even, though. 6 denies on the Void Spirit to the 1 here on the Pangolia, but both players, in terms of last hits, about the same. XP-wise, how far ahead? Void Spirit about half a level ahead of the Pangolia. And how's it looking on the top lane? Retsu is still going to be able to look for the farm. Yeah, both safe laners here, not really being too disturbed with their farm. They have a protection coming out from their respective shields. The Aphotic Shield here for 7 Jesu, and then the Refraction charges for the TA, but Retsu actually not opting into the Refraction. At level 2, he's going for the point into the meld. Okay. We'll see what they're going to be able to do with that, because, I mean, again, not really being pressured. I suppose that the Nefrit, the Firestorm, just deals with the Refractions mid lane, though. A lot of damage coming out to Mirage. Mirage out of mana. Has to use this Water Rune now. Natty Narwhal, can he take any advantage from this, as it looks like Mirage, he just has to come back. Just has to heal himself up with the bottle. The dragback comes in for the Void's Remnant now as well. Mirage taking a lot of damage. Swashbuckle comes in, but Resonant Pulse comes through. Natty Narwhal. Mirage is low. How many bottle charges does he have here? On the Pango, he's out of bottle charges as well if he wants to. He has to, well, I mean, he has to get himself towards the water runes on the side lanes in the river. As Retsu just being put under a little bit of pressure here. Retsu and Dark. Mirage, mid lane. Shield Crash comes out, but he actually shield crashes towards the Void. But the Void, no mana left, so no remnants. They're on cooldown anyway. He doesn't have that Dissimulate to come out. Not put a point into that one. And Pangolier, again, making a move towards the water rune in the river, so we'll be able to just instantly pop this one, get himself the double bottle charges. I wonder if he moves himself towards the bouncy rune as well, just for the extra charges. Now he's got Tangos coming in, so he's going to heal himself up that way. Top lane once again. Well, I don't even know where Nefrit's courier was going though. It moves himself way too far past Nefrit. Maybe just trying to scout out. Retsu 5-Storm comes through again. Dealing with those refraction charges. And Retsu just has to move himself back. Nefrit out of mana though. He's going to go straight into these mana boots as Swashbuckle comes out to Natty Narwhal. How are they looking? Last hit wise, Void Spirit has 10 denies to the 3, but 18 to 19 or 20 to 19 in favor of the Void Spirit. Shield Crash comes in. Resonant Pulse comes out. There's a lot of damage here till the end, but we're 5 minutes in. Not first blood on the board just yet. Well, I really didn't think it would take this long to get the first blood, but here we are. Both teams just playing fairly sensibly here in all 3 lanes. Not overcommitting, you know, not extending where they don't think they're going to be able to get a kill, but they might be able to get some harass. And no, they overextend and the kill comes out. Top lane, it looks like Wind Ranger. The Wind Run's going to be coming off. This might be the first blood. One more right click. And Retsu will be able to pick it up. The Firestorm was going, but Wind Ranger ran the other way. Ran away from Nefrit, and Retsu Dark just moved themselves out of the Firestorm here. Nefrit going to be punished up a little bit. Going to go for the TP. Nothing to stop this. The Blast Off has already been used. He goes right back to base here. Going to heal up, come right back up with the Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger, though, TPing it into the mid lane. Will be able to refill the bottle of Mirage.
I'll take that.
Okay, so there is some advantages here to the Wind Ranger dying. Not for him, but at least the Pango's going to be able to get a free bottle here. As where's that rune going to spawn? It's going to be bottom, and it's going to be a Rubik. Picking it up. Make sure nobody else can snatch it here. So Laguna just takes it. And well, the Void Spirit, he's going to move himself over to the bounty rune. Okay, so he refills most of his bottle that way. Oh, Mirage actually gets the kill. They take down Natty Narwhal. Let's take a look at the death summary there. Because the Wind Ranger was hanging around. And I can't, for some reason, click on the death summary. It just won't let me have it. Okay, but he dies. We don't know how he died, but we know he died. It's a murder mystery.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's the Pangolier, level 6 now, so he does have the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't have the need to use it just yet. TP coming back in for Natty Narwhal. In the mid lane, meanwhile, top lane. Till the end, Laguna, they're going to try and fight around this Wisdom Rune. Who is going to be able to take it now as well with this Nether Ward being down? Laguna's going to be taking a lot of damage. Telekinesis comes out. And Laguna, well, he does win the Wisdom Rune, but he's taking a lot of damage just from that. Yeah, the Wind Ranger, so it is going to be a 1-for-1 on the Wisdom Runes, but Wind Ranger just takes that one up. And yeah, Laguna has to go all the way back to base.
Yes.
Taking so much damage from this. I don't think the Doom's going to be too forced here to jump into the mid lane. Did he get the kill onto Mirage? Mirage trying to get himself away. He's going to go for the Rolling Thunder though as well. Does he get the kill onto the Techies? Turning himself around. The TP comes in from Laguna. He's going to stop this one with the Fade Bolt coming through. Natty Narwhal mid swashbuckle. Animation complete, but they get the kill. And now, well, they know Retsu's going to be on alone. So Retsu rotation comes in from till the end. They're going to try and go for the Shackles into the Nether Blast. Can they get the kill onto Retsu? Retsu tries to get himself away. The refraction 1 second away, but it's too much. Too late. And they did get the kill till the end, picking it up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And yeah, the damage coming through from that. Like I say, you just see both supports in the mid lane instantly till the end. Makes a rotation through the Twin Gate underneath the tier 1. They were able to pressure. And once 9 class gets the focus fire as well, I think even as a support Wind Ranger, you want to be picking this one up when there's a TA in your game. Just to be able to immediately clear through those refraction charges, no matter what level they are. Level 3 is the answer, by the way. Take a look at the odds. Yeah, Team Sexy. I mean, 2 for 2, but they've only got a 1k net worth lead. But EGB thinking 1.2 to the 4 of Matreshka. Just 4 flat as well on Matreshka for game number 1. So we'll see if... I mean, 9 class could be in trouble here. There's going to be 3 heroes hunting him down. Wind Run comes out, but the telekinesis will be here. And that's only going to be level 2 in the Wind Run now as well. So 9 class blast off comes through. And Retsu will get that kill. Net worth-wise, so the TA is suffering a little bit mid lane. Mirage rotation him from till the end. And Natty Narwhal won't know this. How's it looking for Mirage? No stacks, but he's going to be making a move towards the top lane.
Dire's top tower is
Retsu
under attack.
moving himself around. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, I've not really spoken about this just before we see a potential gank coming out here. Retsu could go down, Rolling Thunder comes out. Do they get the damage? Firestorm's going to take down as well onto those refraction charges. Retsu trying to get himself away from this, rolling himself away. The TP comes in from the Void Spirit. Void, double damage doing now as well. And now it looks like Team Sexy on the retreat. The Nether Ward is down. A lot of damage coming through. Retsu is going to be able to get the kill onto Mirage. Jump forward as well. Natty, he is cleaning up. Takes down 2. Are they going to be able to get... Well, it's Nefrit's Courier. And they get 2 kills. Are they going to be able to get a 3rd as Nefrit just TPs himself away? But yeah, Abaddon level 7. Not put a point yet in the borrowed time. Just wants the Aphaltic Shield, wants this Curse of Avernus as well. Trying to do the damage. Is this an Echo Saber to come up for the Abaddon? As it looks like that is an Oblivion Staff. Yeah, it's going to be an Echo Saber now as well. Wind Ranger in trouble. The Void tries to drop the Remnant. Shackle comes out, latches to the tree. Sharpshooter? Power Shot. Sharpshooter is the... Well, it's the furry version of the Wind Ranger. But yeah, the Wind Ranger going for the Power Shot onto Natty Narwhal. Now he was able to get himself away from that. I've been playing some Hoodwink in my pubs because I'm out of roll queue, so I've got to play supports. So I've got Sharpshooter on the brain. Bottom lane now as well. Melis is level 7. Didn't pick up a point in the Doom here. Up against the Abaddon, no real point this early on if the Doom's not rotating around. Because you Doom the Abaddon just says, cool, holding on a point for borrowed time. And, boom, there it goes. Yeah, you can see that he is holding the point here, the Abaddon as well. Just keeping it, just in case he does get doomed. And then gets gank rotated on you. He can, if he needs to, he can put that point into the borrowed time. Try and outlast the Doom. Top lane till the end. Making a rotation here through the Twin Gate. This top tier 1 tower, though, has been taken. So Nefrit's got himself a Vanguard. Going to go right into the mechanism here as well after the Man Boots for the Underlord. This is the build that I'm used to seeing as well for Nefrit. You just go as survivable as possible as Laguna does steal the Firestorm. Okie dokie. Could be quite good, though, with the telekinesis on the Rubik. If you have a secondary lockdown to come through like a Blast-Off. Only the 1 point into the Arcane Supremacy here by Laguna. So it's not too much extra damage for the Rubik, but it's still extra. It's still quite nice for the Rubik to have. Mirage, how's he looking? He's about only 100 goals behind the Void Spirit. I mean, the Void Spirit's been making plays, making rotations. And yeah, Pangolier is not too far behind now as well. Blast-Off comes out till the end. The Nether Ward is already down, but Darky is able to get the kill. Level 6 now, so the proxy mines are out. Those sticky bombs flying out left, right, and center as well.
Middle tower is under
Pango,
attack.
how's he looking? Trying to get himself in towards this diffusal blade, and he's going to be... Ooh, what's that? About 100 here for the Robot the Magi, and then another 1,050 on top. So, yeah, about 800 gold overall. On top of the gold that he's already got.
Is under attack.
No, about 1,200. I was going the wrong way with my maths. Still waking up till the end. Well, he ain't gonna see the end coming. Here's he does get taken down. Bottom lane, Jesu. Is he still holding the point in the borrow? Yeah, level 9, but he's still holding that point just in case. Getting aggressive onto the Doom now as well. Going to try and chase him down. The Aphaltic Shield, as well as this Curse of Avernus coming through. Melis slows down. There's going to be the Fiends Gate coming through as well. Should be able to get the kill onto this Doom. Rotation comes in from the Rubik. Firestorm, though. Pit of Mars will be using Melis. Going to be able to get the Self-Tornado. Jesu's getting low. So to go for the point in the borrowed time, immediately puts it in as the Blast-Off comes through. And Jesu now turns onto the Techies. The Techies, he could be close to the Void Remnant catch. They get the kill on onto Jesu. This is going really well here beside him. Matreshka, the Doom comes through, rolling Thunder, but Retsu, he's going to be able to get the kill. Nefrit in the end gets the kill on Dark. Nefrit using the mana boots. Pit of Mars comes out now as well. But I think they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Underlord. Underlord, well, the Decrepify, defensive Decrepify comes out here from till the end. And now I'll at least get himself a Nether Ward from it. So, consolation prize on top of the main prize he got, which was the Abaddon and the Pangolier here. Matreshka, I genuinely thought Team Sexy would be running this game by now, but Matreshka having a really good time here, 14 minutes in. So the secondary Wisdom Room's coming up. And yeah, 4k net worth lead, 6 kill lead here as well. Item-wise, you've got the TA that's ahead of the Abaddon by about 700 gold. And how's he looking for the TA? He already got himself into the Dragonlance. Oh, this stack's going to be nice here for Retsu. Look at this now as well. 300 gold away from the full Desolator on Retsu. I assume Blink, then BKB to come afterwards. And then I think it's just full 5-man here for the side of Matreshka. Whereas Jesu, he's got that Echo Saber coming out. The double braces as well. I just don't know. I don't know, bud. Is that enough to get in the fight? Because I assume you go for the Manta style to get the procs on the Curse of Avernus a lot quicker. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough to fight back with, because Matreshka, they do seem to be in a really good position here. They're making moves around the map. And Team Sexy, they're playing very reactive to how Matreshka are kind of dictating them at the minute.
Dire's structures are fortified.
What was that, Doom? Still 44 seconds away on the big map.
Bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower
The TA has that Dasho out. Okay, Tier 1 tower goes down. Pit and Mars stolen by the Rubik's. Going to try and drop it. The Remnant won't connect to Jesu. So Jesu's going to get that walk away. Diff Blade here. Pangolier has the gold for it. We'll be able to buy, fly it out.
Every coin helps.
How's till the end looking as well? The poorest of the supports here, this Pugna. But yeah, I think in the next 5 minutes, when the Templar Assassin already halfway, I'd assume it's going to be the Blink Dagger coming out for the TA. Here on Retsu. And I think once that's out, maybe you start to see the rotations coming around from a little bit more from the side of the track. I mean, like 5-man rotations, looking to put pressure onto Tier 2s, take that Tier 1 in the mid lane and the top lane, and then set it for a Roche pick as well. Do they get the kill onto Dark? Shackle comes out. You've got the life drain coming out now as well, but Dark still trying to run himself away. Mirage will be able to get the kill there. Shield crash. I think just enough to finish off the techies. I wouldn't know. I still can't click on the death summary for some reason. Yeah. Great system, Dota Plus. Oh, there we go. Finally kicked in. Yeah, it was the shield crash that did that last bit of damage. But yeah, Melis. Octarine right after the hand of Midas. Okay. 4 points to the Devour, second in terms of net worth here. We've not really spoken about a lot from Melis, but the Blink Dagger, that's not going to be too far away. And then you can get the Blink in, the Doom, go for that BKB a little bit later on. For now, though, the amount of control that they have already on the side of Matreshka, he should be feeling okay. You know what, joining the rest of the team before the BKB comes up. Nefrit, just trying to push out this top lane, get some gold back here. This Underlord way underfarmed to where I think he should, or where the normal Underlord play should be really here, because he's got himself the Vanguard as well as the mech. Doesn't even have the full. Actually, going to go back for the pipe. So it doesn't have the full Greaves. Going to go back for the pipe first before he does. I mean, I suppose you have the mechanism and the mana boots anyway. The only thing is that the mech's going to cost 100 mana to use. But what? In a fight, you get maybe one Pit and Mars off, a couple of the Firestorms as well. So 310, 450, and then if you're coming in 200, so like 650, 7, yes, let's say 7, between 650, 700 mana on your cast. So you will have the mana left over there, especially with the mana boots to get off the mechanism.
Radiant are scanning.
Anyway, this is what we're talking about. The Matreshka, they're just grouping up. They're going to be able to get themselves in the Roche pit here. Smoking themselves right in. They've got this Roche in the top part of the map for at least the next 2 minutes. I really don't think it's going to take that long. And Team Sexy don't know this is happening. They can't group up as well. If you want to come through the Twin Gate, you know, this could be mined up from Dark. If they have to go on foot, it's going to be way too late. And Team Sexy, they're going to lose out on this Roshan. So, let's see what they get from this here, Team Sexy. They're trying to get some towers as Melis already through the twin gates. Is he looking for the backstab here? As it might be. I mean, if he wants it on the side of Matreshka, Retsu TP comes in into the mid lane from the Void Spirits, and they're not going to go for the backstab through the twin gates here. And I thought that would have been a really nice one. You're coming out of the Pangolier, they've got this vision in the jungle, so you don't actually see anyone just yet. Blast off comes through, Wind Ranger is going to be able to get himself away. Swashbuckle here. Windrun Dark actually might go down the double shackle. Natty Narwhal walks himself into this one now as well. Retsu, he's got himself the protection, but the Assimilate comes out. Excuse me. Does he get the catch? Yeah. So the grab fight here onto the Templar Assassin. Can't get the right clicks off. The Assimilate comes through from Natty Narwhal. Trying to clean up Swashbuckle on the backline. It's not going to connect here. Natty Narwhal taking a lot of damage here. It's going to be the TA with the Aegis as well. So Natty Narwhal, no second life if he goes down. No cheese, nothing like that. Melis, he's got himself the Blink Dagger. Looking for the BKB next, but not going for a dive in with his ultimate at all. Yeah, level 13 on the Doom. Doom's doing quite well for him. Second in terms of net worth. Keeping up with the TA that's farming out ancient stacks with this Hand of Midas, with the Devourer. And that Octarine going there as well, so bringing down the cooldowns just a little bit. And we'll see as well just what
is under attack.
He's going to want to do. Yeah, no, God, the odds are going to be slashed near enough in half here from Matreshka because they've got complete control of this game. The way this game is flowing, the Infernal Blade comes out, the Doom here onto the Pugna now as well. Straight up dead. I don't know if he needed the full... I mean, it's better safe than sorry though, right? And yeah, okay. It's about 100-second cooldown on the Doom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
100% worth. 100% worth to get that. Put the pressure onto the tier 2 here as well. And just take away the Pugna from Team Sexy, so it just keeps them on this back foot here. How's 7 Jesu looking? The Manta Style is out. Gold-wise, he's caught up to the TA now as well. But we'll see just what he's going to be able to do with this. Is it going to be enough in the fights? I suppose the Manta Style burns through those refraction charges quite nicely. You've still got the borrowed time as well. Echo Saber to be getting off these double attacks.
Middle tower is under attack.
Smoke comes through. Early warning system here. They've got these mines going down here. Does he get himself out? There's going to be the Taser coming through. Dark trying to get the blast off out to keep himself alive. Taser will pop now. 3 heroes on the chase. To get the kill. These mines still popping here. Dark going to be slowed down by the bullwhip. And they do get the kill. Jesu picks it up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm surprised though that Matreshka aren't grouping up for a fight with this Aegis. I mean like a proper fight, like a 5-on-5 looking for... I suppose you have to wait for the Doom to come back up. Which is 24 seconds away. But yeah, no, just like a full group up. Go for 5, take down towers. You know, try and get some of these outer towers. Try and take down these tier 2s. There's Retsu. Yeah, okay, he's going to be able to get the kill onto it. And who gets it? Laguna gets himself the charge. So, that's quite nice. It is fairly nice for the Rubik. It means you get the save on... You save on the telekinesis. It's a really nice one to get the pickup on. Wind Ranger, how is he looking here in terms of farm? He's got himself the Soul Crest. So, support-wise, again, these two Team Sexy supports just right down there below the techies, below everybody. And I know he got a 1400 gold injection there on the Rubik, but you look at actually the amount of net worth that he's got here, you know, still sitting, even with that away, he would have been on what, 5-8, so he still would have been over 1500 gold above this Wind Ranger. And the Wind Ranger on that position 4 just really hasn't had the impact I didn't even think it was going to have any. Well, I thought it was going to be a position 1, so I wasn't expecting it to have support impact, but it really hasn't paid off here. 0, 2, and 5 on this Wind Ranger.
Has fallen.
So we'll see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just looking for the damage onto the tier 2, yes. So they are starting to group up here, Matreshka. They've already got themselves 30 seconds left on this Aegis. TA going towards a Chrysalis as well. So maybe the full Daedalus to come out here for Retsu, because I don't really see the need for a Silver Edge. Just that extra damage will be enough. Wind Ranger going to be helping the Pangolier farm. But yeah, top lane, Doom's going to be there though. The Doom comes out onto the Wind Ranger now as well. Wind Ranger going to be controlled out by the Whirlwind, or the Hurricane coming out. Rolling Thunder here. Mirage might just try and roll himself away with the TP to Shackle. It doesn't matter. Just get the TP away. Stolen Shackle by the Laguna. That's going to be real nice. You set that one with the Telekinesis, and well, as long as he's not in the Rolling Thunder, you're going to be able to get the lockdown into Mirage. And, you know, on the Wind Range as well, if that Wind Run's coming out, it is a lot of lockdown to be added up here, even if it's only the level 2 Shackle. So Team Sexy. How's he looking here? It's...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Where do you go with this Team Sexy?
Illusion.
Because, yeah, again, you are behind. You're about 11k gold behind. Not too many kills. One good fight might swing it here. We take a look at the Abaddon. He's got himself the Harpoon. Pugna had to go for the Pavis. Rubik out in the tree. Smoke comes out. It might be immediately broken here as he come through. Now the wall's going to be dropped. Did they actually get the jump out? Nah, they're not going to find anyone. Oh, okay, maybe they do the Shackle though. It won't latch. Telekinesis trying to go for the self-save, but the Harpoon back. Jesu going to reveal that one. Gets the kill onto the Rubik, which is nice. Doesn't shift the gold difference any, but it's just nice to have him off the board for the next 30 seconds. Maybe Team Sexy are going to be able to get some objectives out of this, because I think the longer they just stick and farm, I mean, the bigger this TA is getting, and once he becomes that right-click beast here on the TA, I don't really know how you shut it down. So I would rather Team Sexy get active sooner rather than later.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Because, yeah, it's... At the minute, Matreshka just completely running the show in this game. I'm not saying it's over, though. I mean, Team Sexy, they're, a team fight away, a good team fight away from coming back, getting themselves... Because all the tier 1s are down, so they're going for tier 2s, look to put pressure onto the map as well, onto the tier 3s. They just need to find the opening for this fight. What's the... Roshan, he's back alive as well. So I wonder if Team Sexy, are they going to group up for this? 4 of them are on this top part of the map. Jesu isn't close. Does he have boots of travel, anything like that? No, he does not. He wants the stats. Just using the Manta style to push the lane. In fact, he might not even need him here, though. Am I bugged? No, I'm bugged. Okay, so the Roche... What's the time on the Roshan respawn? 25 seconds. I've just got like a green... I've got the green Roshan on my screen for some reason. So yeah, 18 seconds away here at least on the big man's respawn. Jesu is going to be going towards that nullifier again. Some good protection to come out with the Helmet of Iron Will that you put into that. No, immediately changes his mind. And then changes it right back again. It was the Blink Dagger, then it was the Nullifier, then the Blink Dagger again. Melis, he gets to jump in, won't be able to get the catch onto 7 Jesu. He might be able to get the jump onto Mirage. Mirage going to be slowed down. The silence out. Telekinesis, jump in, trying to get himself away with the swashbuckle here. Rolling Thunder comes out. The Doom after the fact, but Jesu, he's backing his teammates up. They might lose the Pugna. The Pugna's going to get low and be taken down. Even the Netherward here. As the Wind Ranger, just seeing if he needs to use this TP or not. I think it would be a good shout to twin gate yourself out there, my dude. Good 9 class playing himself away. I mean, the Pugna's not going to be dead for that long. And the Roshan, it was a quick Roshan respawn here. The buyback comes out from the Pugna. Where does he go? They don't have a tier 1 tower to TP to, so he's going to do it the old-fashioned way on foot. So the Dire have about 30 seconds. And you can see that the mine's coming out here from the techies. He wants to just create this barrier here between the lane and the Roche pit. Now, for it's to be the furthest one forward, how's that Heaven's Halberd? So it can completely take away the damage from the TA, who does have the BKB out. Crystal is here as well. Focus fire though. 9 class trying to go for the wind run away here. Telekinesis comes through. Did he get the kill onto 9 class? 9 class trying to run himself out. He's going to be cleaned up. Did he get the kill onto Dark in return? Buyback comes out from the Wind Ranger. No buyback from the Techie, so they dissimulate here as well onto the Void Spirit. TP away. Melis, anything to disrupt this one? It doesn't look like it. Melis will be able to get the BKB TP away. Natty Narwhal, though, do we have the damage to get the kill? He's going to try, but no! The Shackle comes out. And Team Sexy, they get, what, 2 and a buyback? No, 1. Because the Techies didn't have a buyback. The Wind Ranger was the one that fought back, so no buyback on Matreshka's side. Decent fight, and they're going to be able to get this Roshan out of this one as well. TA just trying to push this lane in. While the Roshan is being taken, but the Wind Ranger, he's fairly far forward here. Did he see Laguna? Telekinesis comes through now as well. There's going to be the Infernal Blade. Did they get the kill? They do. 9 class. Die back on the Wind Ranger. Are they going to try and make a fight happen here, though? Because it's still 4v4 for the next 10 seconds. Rolling Thunder comes in. Blink away. What's going to be stolen? My HUD's broke. It's going to be the Shield Crash being stolen by the Rubik. He might be able to get this kill. TA, the Retsu pops the BKB. There's that TP if he needs to. The blast off. It lands onto 4 heroes now as well. They might be able to get the kill onto the techies, but Pugna's going to get really darn low. Pugna already bought back here as well. Do they get the kill onto the Pugna? The Pugna trying to keep himself alive with the crap fight going out now as well, but the Riker's coming through. Retsu, he will clean that one up. And both supports on the side of Team Sexy are down, no buyback. 7 Jesu in the trees, the pit. No, it traps him. They're going to be able to get 7 Jesu out of this. The borrowed time's down. He has that Aegis trying to pop the Mantis Cell, run himself away from this, but everybody starting to congregate onto 7 Jesu. And 7 Jesu, can he leave? He's pretty fast, but doesn't matter. The Infernal Blade comes through. 7 Jesu. Aegis gets popped. They're going to be able to set up an Underlord. Panglia. Never mind. Jesu will go down. Nobody there to help him out. I mean, they even win a fight, and then all of a sudden the Wind Ranger goes down, and Matreshka just like, alright boys, we have an opening here. Team Sexy overextend there not once, but twice. Trying to get the chase down onto the TA. The Pit of Malice being stolen there by the Rubik. Able to turn that one around. The blast off on a choke point on the stairs onto 3 heroes inside of Team Sexy. And all of a sudden, you know, that Aegis, it gets wiped out. The advantage that they had for a brief 30 seconds completely goes in the toilet now. Malice is going to be chased down. Focus Fire coming through as well. Doom doesn't have that PKB for 15 seconds. Even the Fiend's Gate's going to be channeled here now as well. Nefrit comes in, Pit of Malice. They should be able to get the kill onto the Doom. So 70 seconds on the opening. The tip, yeah, it comes through here. Basher for the Pangolier. 9 class again did buy back. Has to be careful. The Void Spirit's rotating around, looking for a pick-off. The Nullifier is out for the Void Spirit, which means that the TA didn't really need to go for one. Might still go for one because the damage being, it does add up. It's going to be the Hurricane Pike first here for Retsu. Daedalus is in play for the Templar Assassin here as well. How's the techies looking? Going towards an Axe on the techies, like a full Axe. So he wants that minefield side. And who can blame him? With the amount of times this Pit of Mars has been stormed by the Rubik, you get a 2-3 man lockdown, the Pit of Mars, you blast yourself off and in. You come in there with the minefield sign, and all of a sudden, Team Sexy's heroes, they just start to disappear faster than they've already been doing here. And yeah, Jesu, I really don't think this Ibadan was the play. 3-2-2. Ooh. 3-2-2 on the Ibadan. Let's hope that's not predictive of anything. For Team Sexy, at least. I mean, if it is, Matreshka would be loving it. 4-man smoke coming through. Malice trying to defend this the top lane here with the Scorched Earth. Just trying to deal with the illusions coming through from the Ibadan. Do they get the jump? They absolutely do. They're going to be able to get the jump on from Pangolier. And now the Ibadan as well. The borrowed time, they don't even get it off. Straight up taking down the Abaddon. And Abaddon, he's not going to be loving that. He is absolutely going to be livid here. As the Wind Ranger might be the next target. They TP up. They might be able to get the damage off now as well. 9 class trying to run himself away. The Doom is available here. The blink out. Laguna Telekinesis comes through. Firestorm got stolen. Infernal Blade comes out. 9 class. Yeah, he's going to be sent home packing. While this is going on, you've got the illusions from the Void Spirit pushing in onto the tier 2. Retsu's going to join him with this Daedalus here. 14 stacks on the Desolator. This Templar Assassin running wild. To be able to take down the tier 2 tower. Do they want to go for the high ground? Well, hell, why in the hell not? The Baron's still dead. The Pangolier's still dead. The Wind Ranger's dead. They might even want more than one lane out of this here as Retsu goes towards this bottom lane. Fortification will be used.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And, okay, you're going to get the respawn on the Abaddon here. He still has this cheese as well. So that fortification, I mean, he forced the fortification out. One more good fight here from the side of Matreshka. And they might be able to break the base. They might just go for the last tier 2 on the top lane, as the Void Spirit is close. Only the Abaddon Illusion's pushing this one out. So it looks like maybe Team Sexy looking to prioritize the protection of the base, but Yeah, no, this tier 2 tower, I mean, you've got the illusions from the Abaddon pushing the top lane out. Void Spirit might be able to rotate back in with his Mantra illusions. Push the lane right back in. What's the Void Spirit doing in terms of damage here? 241 to the 99, so he's doing 340 damage on a right click here. This Void Spirit.
Twice the measure of power.
And now with the double damage rune? Yeah, okay. Nearly 600 damage per click on Natty Narwhal. We'll see if he's going to be able to do anything with it. I mean, the double damage rune, it does wear off fairly fast. But it looks like we're going to see this Hail Mary smoke coming out from the side of Team Sexy. Either they lose this fight right here and now and probably call GG, or they win this fight, push down the mid, trying to even it up. There's going to be a jump here from the Doom, though. They get the Doom out onto the Abaddon. The Abaddon, he's going to be surviving for a little bit. No, he's not. The damage comes through. There's going to be the borrowed time now as well. The double shackles and the Wind Ranger trying to do what he can on the backlines, but the Impugner, he gets caught out. Even with the Decrepit fight, not going to be using it just yet until the end will go down. 9 class there as well. They get the kill to Retsu, though. Jesse trying to get himself away here with the Aphotic Shield, but till the end will fall. So both supports here for the TA. That isn't awful from the side of Team Sexy. If they can get themselves back, heal up, reset, and look for another fight while this TA's down, they might be able to get something from this, but they need to go for that reset. They need to go now. Maybe look for another fight once the two supports are back up, because they'll have about, what, 30 seconds once the Pugna respawns to try and force something out here with the TA. So even if the Doom got the jump there, you know, it was still a good fight for Team Sexy, getting the kill onto Retsu, getting everybody else out alive. You've got these ultimates that are resetting in the next 10, 29 seconds as well. The Doom will be back up in 20 seconds though, but I think you, again, you need to force something else out before this TA comes back up. Whether it's a tier 2 tower, whether it's another fight, a kill, something like this. I mean, Roshan's still going to be at least a minute away, so that's not going to be an option. But I think they do need to make a move here on the side of Team Sexy. So they're just going to use it to farm. I think this is a bit of a mistake, to be real honest. Wind Ranger gets seen as well. Shackle comes out. Blaster won't land. Do they want to try and come into this? Where's that Fiend's Gate? But they come in front of them. They give Matreshka the option to leave, and this ward's going to see it. They walk themselves away. They needed to come behind them, like between where the tier 1 tower was and behind, in front of the tier 2. Come back and backstab them here. Matreshka, TA's back alive. I think it needed to be a full 5-man commitment there as well. I get the idea, you know, the Abaddon still wants to farm, wants to be looking to his next couple of items. It's going to be the Aghanim Scepter to come out for the Abaddon. So they get the free Mist Coil that comes out within range of the borrowed time proc. Yeah, it's only level 1 Mist Coil here as well, because you've got the Abaddon going for stats. So I guess it's just the extended duration.
Vanished, but not gone.
There's the top lane. They're starting to group up on the side of Matreshka. They're looking to group it up and push it in. Natty Narwhal. He is the furthest one forward here. He's looking for a jump out these TA traps. He might be able to see the Underlord. The Underlord trap pops. He's going to be silenced. Jumps in, comes in from Natty Narwhal now as well. Doom out, and this time, well, without his team here, he's going to try and do his best here, but never. He's not going to be able to tank this Doom. I was talking about the Underlords being able to tank this Doom, but, you know, we didn't even get the Greaves off. He went back for the Shivas. He's not got that Vanguard, no Crimson Guard anymore. And yeah, without his teammates around, he's just focused down here from the side of Matreshka, able to get this kill. 24k net worth lead here. I think they might be waiting. The next Roshan is up. It's going to be the Refresher Shard here as well. And we'll see just how Team Sexy might try and contest this one. But I think if Matreshka can get this Aegis, we might be looking at the beginning of the end of this game here. Because I think with this Aegis, they look to try and break the high ground. They get it onto Retsu. Retsu gets a dive in. Loads of damage on him here now as well, going towards that Swift Blink on the TA. So yeah, coming up to 37 minutes here, game number 1. I don't see Team Sexy contesting onto this. They're not, I think, actually going to come through the Twin Gates. No, they see the Aegis, they see the Roshan pop here. They're waiting maybe in case someone does come through. But the side of Matreshka, they're just going to make the move down the top lane. They want the last tier 2 tower on the map here for the side of Team Sexy. And again, no reason to go in blind and try and force something out if you don't know where the side of Team Sexy are. No reason for them to potentially, I guess in their mind, look to be caught out here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at this Retsu, just gonna solo right click onto the tier 2 tower to bring it down. Cleans up the creep wave here as well. He is, and they're gonna go over the Tormentor. It has spawned, so Retsu with the refraction charges might be able to clean it up. The meld coming through now as well. The teammates starting to group up. Retsu will be here. Just completely deletes the damage here. Oh, excuse me, just completely deletes the Tormentor in about 4 right clicks.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Didn't even take too much damage. So this is going to be the shard for, what was that, Natinawa? Yeah, the Void Spirit gets his shard. Retsu, he's got himself a Swift Blink. In the mid lane though, did they get the kill onto the Void Spirit? This is going to be a big pick-off here if they do get it. Has that buyback available if you want it, but what can Team Sexy do from this? And again, I think it would be a mistake just to sit back and say, I will farm up. This is giving us some time and space to farm. They need to take a fight. They're going to be able to get the jump out now as well. Do they have the reveal here? Doom on the back lines though once again. He might be able to get the kill onto the Pugna. Pugna, Baltic Shield, missed call, trying to keep him alive, just wearing out this Doom timer. So the Pugna, he will survive. Yeah, the missed call is coming through. The Baltic Shield heals, just trying to keep himself through this Doom. It keeps him going. And that's just Doom down. 60 seconds on this. This is a big opening here for the side of Team Sexy. All of the ultimates, 40 seconds on that, but the mana drain coming through, the focus fire. Okay, rolling thunder in 28.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Borrow time is still there.
Every coin helps.
9-second duration now as well on the borrow time. That's going to be quite nice. What's the Abaddon gone for? Just more stats. So he's not putting any points into this quote. Past the first one. And Abaddon is going to be going for the Abyssal Blade. He's got that basher out here. So, bottom lane though, they get the jump onto the Wind Ranger once again. Shackle comes out, does latch onto the Doom. This time Wind Ranger, no Force Staff, nothing like that. Fiend's Gate comes in though. How they try and sprung a trap. Aegis still on the TA. They might be able to get themselves in. There's going to be the pin mask being dropped now as well. They might be able to get this Aegis. Can they do it twice as they focus down the Doom now as well? He was shackled up, stunned up. BKB comes out, but he's still going to be dead. Are they going to be able to get this TA? Retsu trying to run himself away. BKB. There's going to be the refraction charges now as well. Shackle latches, but again, with the BKB being up, it won't proc. And Melis, he has to buy back, gets himself into this fight. Doom comes out onto the Abaddon now. Refresh comes out onto the Underlord. Do we still have enough to get the kill here? Retsu, Melis still around this fight. The borrowed time does come through. Mirage is getting pretty darn low. Can they get the cleanup onto the Pangalia? Well, Pango, they have 3 buybacks available. They lost 4. Because, yeah, the Pugna bought back there. They forced out 2 buybacks themselves. No, they forced out a buyback and an Aegis. That was always the buyback on the Doom. Yeah, Aegis comes through from Retsu, but it was a good try. If there wasn't an Aegis there, I mean, they forced out the buyback now as well. If the Wind Ranger and the Pugna can defend this one, okay, then the Underlord buys back. But if they can wait this one out, take another good fight like that.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Then they might be able to get something. Without the buyback on the Doom, without TA Aegis now as well, that fight might go another way. But they have to defend the space. Do they just let a lane of racks go here now as well? Underlords, well, he's trying to do his best. The Void Runner comes through, doesn't actually grab onto anybody here. This is going to be a lane of racks going the way of Matreshka, but do they want to go for more? I mean, they've got this mid lane pushing in now as well. Yeah, they can. 15 seconds, 4 is up here on the side of Team Sexy. If you want to use it for the tier 3.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Does Matreshka stand around, stay around? Doesn't look like they will. So, okay, they're going to be able to get a lane of racks and get themselves out. But again, if Team Sex, they show they got a good fight, even with a 31k net worth lead here, they have to be the ones to get the jump. They need to focus down the Doom. And, get that kill. The Doom is going to go towards the Refresher. But yeah, no, they need to get a kill onto, or stop the Doom from being able to ult out. It was a good target priority there as well. You know, getting the TA, controlling it, but going over to the Doom as the Aegis pops. The Shackle comes through. They have the control. They were able to get that kill, and then immediately trying to shift back over to the TA as he comes back up. But at that point, the rest of the team comes out. The buyback comes out from the Doom as well. They were able, you know, BKBs were down on the side of Matreshka, but it didn't matter because they were able to group up, and now the refresher is out on the Doom, so we are going to see that second Doom come through. Smoke's going to break. Who's going to get the jump first now as well? Lincoln Sphere breaks on the Wind Ranger. Can they get themselves in? There's going to be the dive on the Void Spirit here as well. The Pugna did buy back. Pugna, he's going to be dead for 80 seconds now. The Doom comes through. The Harpoon drag back up the Templar, but the Templar has that 4-staff away. This is going to be the death of the Abaddon, even with the borrowed time. Trying to get himself out. He is doomed. And Retsu with the Void Spirit, he gets that Remnant down. They get the drag back as well. And they're going to be able to control him even through this borrowed time. They should have the damage to get the kill. Techies gets low, but 3 heroes dead. Buyback on the Abaddon if they want to. The Underlord gets dragged back. Abaddon buys back here, but Nefrit, I think he goes down. He's already bought back here as well. Nefrit's going to be dead. 110 seconds here on the Underlord. I think this is just where, yeah, it's a 2v5. A few heroes inside of Matreshka are low.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But Team Sexy, the jump comes into the Void Spirit. They've got the lockdown onto the Pangolin now as well. He is straight up dead. Has that buyback. It's still a 2v5 here. They're trying to defend the base as much as possible. But I think Matreshka, they're just going to be able to go for Mega Creeps. They're going to be able to go for the end.
Radiant's top tower is under
Team
attack.
Sexy, they just didn't have the impact in this game. 13 to 31 and a 43k net worth lead here. Team Sexy backlines jump comes in. The Abaddon both heroes are brought back here. This might be a full team wipe to come through. The Wind Ranger is back alive. Again, trying to defend the base, go as long as possible. This Void Spirit gets harpooned back. Mega Creeps will come out to get the kill on the Void Spirit.
Now have Mega Creeps.
And now Matreshka are going to back themselves away. Any shackles they do, they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Techies as well. Techies out of mana. But it's Megas. It's Megas with Roshan potentially being up in 48 seconds. And Team Sexy, again, a 39k net worth lead here for the side of Matreshka.
Blessings.
37 seconds left until the big man's back up. Or at least 37 seconds, I should say. It could be a long one. It could be 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Brianna, Team Sexy, they didn't get active quick enough. I don't think the kill potential coming out from the Wind Ranger and the Pugna. Pugna is fairly defensive in it, you know, because the Drain, if you're using that offensively, it does take a long time to be effective. So you do try and use the Pugna a little bit more defensively with the Crepify coming out as well. The save coming through from the redrain, trying to keep your frontliners
Dire
alive.
are scanning.
But yeah, the Wind Ranger, was it 0813? He's had some good shackles on the Wind Ranger. But as a support, you know, the big thing now is that the Wind Ranger's building damage with a quick run of Atos into a Lincoln's, into the Gleipnir to come out into an Aghanim Scepter. And you hit for like 300, 400 damage when you've got like your full 6 item slot build. And the Focus Fire really does rip through heroes here. As a support, okay, 200 damage is nice. But you just don't have the utility to be a hero, I don't think. You get caught out, the Wind Run goes down. You don't have that Aghanim Scepter. You don't have the survivability on the hero. I'm not saying it's all Wind Ranger's fault. I'm not. I'm just saying that the actual Wind Ranger pickup, I don't like it in the draft. This Abaddon, it wasn't able to keep up with the TA. The TA just straight up farms fights now as well. The Doom comes out onto the Abaddon. Do they have the control run? Rolling Thunder. The Fiends get on the back lines now as well. And the Abaddon's going to try and keep himself alive as long as possible here. The Doom's going to go in the BKB. The Voice Spirit dives in here. Retsu still going to go for the right clicks. Do they have enough to get the kill onto? Oh, Retsu's going to be going around with the Refraction as well to BKB. Nefrit trying to tank this one up. The Doom will be wearing off of the Jesu now. So Jesu, they might be able to get the kill onto the Rubik, but the Harpoon comes back. While this is going on, the base will be falling here. The tier 4s. So the buyback comes through here from the Rubik. They get the kill onto Retsu. Live onto the Doom. Doom, can he get the kill here? Jesu surviving through this one. Already used the borrowed time. The sounds comes through. The blast off though. They take down the Abaddon. And yeah, the base is being taken by the minions, by the creeps. So the tier 4s will fall now. This creep army pushing into the base. And Matreshka, they're just ready. Yeah, the tier 4s, they have nothing left here. What was stolen? It's going to be the Firestorm. Shackle shot into the Focus Fire on the Doom. It's still a lot of damage onto the Doom here. Shivas comes out. Wind Ranger, though, has to be very careful. The Infernal Blade just hit it now as well. The Doom might go down, but they don't have enough. With only one hero left up against 4 here. 9 class. he's done all right, but I don't think
Radiant's Ancient
he's
is
going to be able to
under
defend this
attack.
1v4 here. He's trying his best. The GG's been called. The Ancient will pop. And Matreshka, they're going to be able to take game number 1. 35k and a 36 kill lead here up against Team Sexy with 18 kills to their name. 48 minutes in, it was a long one. It was a real long one, but in the end, it was Matreshka that were able to pull it out here. Team Sexy, again, I thought coming into this one, they would have been the favorites. Odds called them as the favorites as well, but they just, I didn't like their draft. I think a lot of that does come down to the way they picked around it. The Wind Ranger is the 4, the Abaddon carry, it just didn't pay off. They weren't able to punish the Doom in the lane. I mean, you don't really punish the Doom that much anyway. I think I might have preferred the Venomancer coming out as the position probably 5, Pugner is the 4, and that Wind Ranger is the 1. Just trying to, deal damage to the Doom in the lane. But as it falls, that Abaddon, I get the idea, you try and keep yourself alive through the Doom. You've got that borrowed time as well to try and keep yourself alive. But it just didn't work out. And in the end, like I say, Team Sexy, I think they maybe have drafted themselves into the corner there and they got punished for it. So game number 1 does go the way of Matreshka. We'll see if that's going to carry on in game number 2 or Team Sexy. Are they going to pull it back? Well, we'll find out after this break.